ESPN on
Who knows? Maybe this very next point will spell a championship in league basketball. And now 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We have a new NBA champion.
It's unbelievable. It's unreal. It's happened so fast.
That's always been my moment.
I got the ring. This is what it's all about. It's an out-of-body experience.
The Miami Heat, they've done it. It feels like heaven.
Because you know that this moment might not ever come again.
The Pistons have won the world championship.
Sont champions NBA 2006-2007.
Finally got it. It looks so much better in person, too. That's what it's all about right here. Crowd begins the celebration now. The emotions come pouring out.
An emotional moment for Michael Jordan. The tears are flowing.
The Olympics of the NBA to the world champions of basketball.
It's why all play the game. A chance to make NBA history. As we welcome you back to San Antonio, Texas, in what could be the final game of the season, or the continuation of what has been an extraordinary NBA Finals. Game 4 was one for the ages, the epic comeback from the Knicks, with the tip heard round the basketball world. But now it's time for these two teams to move on. Game 5, Knicks and Spurs ready to do battle once again. And good evening, everyone. Along with Richard Jefferson and Tim Legler, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. One of two things will happen tonight. Number one, the Knicks win and they'll celebrate their first championship in 53 years. Or number two, the Spurs win, bounce back again, and send everybody back to New York for a Game 6. Legs, let's start with New York. It was a special game, and a special player made the big play. But OG Anunoby, it's not just one play. He's emerged as one of the best two-way players in these playoffs.
Well, Mike, OG Anunoby delivered a Game 4 that's going to be talked about for a very long time. But for me, it's just a continuation of a sensational postseason on both ends of the floor. You know about the impact and the force with which he plays as a rim protector and a versatile defender overall. But he even had time to give us one of these, a play for the ages, a game-winning tip demonstrating his athleticism and also his smarts and instincts for the basketball. He has played the best basketball of his life in the two most important games. Look at those numbers, and more importantly, 62% from the field.
Wild time now for our Domino's pregame HQ. Richard, in the history of the NBA Finals, only one team has come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the championship. You happen to be on that team back in 2016. What's your advice to the Spurs?
My advice to the Spurs is that it starts and stops with your stars. You will follow your leaders. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, they dominated, and we followed their lead. Victor Wembanyama, he's got to play with intensity and tense, catch and shoot, no hesitation. Watch Castle here, 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 3 attempts to get into that Knick paint and to be forceful. And then Dylan Harper, he's been a force off that bench. They need his presence. It's that determination, that force that they're going to need for a full 48 minutes. The Spurs are going to need their best fourth quarter if they're going to extend this to a Game 6.
Of course, though, all eyes on Victor Wembanyama. He says they believe they can get this done and keep their championship hopes alive. National anthem, starting lineups, opening tip, Game 5 just ahead.
The NBA Finals are brought to you by Ford and Trimfire. This presentation of the NBA Finals will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Spurs head coach Mitch Johnson looking to lead his team back from that shocking loss in Game 4. And as we get set for tip, let's check in for the first time tonight with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, they're coming off an historic collapse and are now facing elimination. But this is a Spurs team that insists that they are still very confident that they can win it all. Everybody knows we're going to do it. That's how Victor Victor Wembanyama described the belief in the Spurs locker room. He said Game 4 definitely hurt, was harder to process than any of the other close losses. But Wembanyama said we're over it. He said the Spurs have to be relentless tonight and also show some maturity. But ultimately, Wembanyama said we know our destiny is in our hands. As for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson said our mindset has to be the same. He said he told his teammates to prepare for tonight the same way they prepared all season long, so that come tip-off, when their minds are in a place of comfort, they'll be ready to go. I asked Jalen, when do you allow yourself to think we're just one game away from a championship? And he said, when there are no games left. Mike.
All right, Lisa, for the Spurs, this is a place of comfort all season, but there are a lot of Knicks fans. It's hard to count the percentage, but this building has been overtaken in some ways with Knicks fans, and of course Knicks legends are here. And this is one of the great things about this series. Both teams, the Knicks with their legends, the Spurs with their legends, are both here and present at so many of the games. And it has been so much fun. Giancarlo Esposito there with Spike Lee and John Turturro. And, of course, Jalen Brunson, the legend in New York, and trying to win a championship tonight. Now, this is the third elimination game of the playoffs for the San Antonio Spurs. And both of those games were so impressive. Down 3-2 in the Western Conference Finals. They beat OKC by 28 at home. And then Game 7, they go on the road and win by 8. In that game, 7 different Spurs in double figures. They'll need a total team effort, Richard, to get this victory and force a Game 6.
Well, that's what this is about. You got here as a team. You'll get through the difficult moments as a team. But it starts with your stars. When your stars have a level of focus, everything else falls in line.
Meanwhile, the Knicks have been spectacular on the road in this postseason. They lost their first road game in the first round. They've won 8 straight road games since, an NBA playoff record. And again, part of the reason is there's so many Knicks fans that have been traveling on the road.